What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be working on the Shelby. You see that the trunk's open, and that is because we're actually going to be installing our PP1 spoiler. So I don't know how it's going to look, so don't hate me for it, but I feel like it'll look good. It's gonna be the PP1 spoiler with the wicker bill on it. So that's the look that we're going for. I'm hoping it's gonna look good. I mean, if anything, I could always swap it out for the GT500 or the 350R or something. The only thing about the 350R is that it doesn't have the middle holes in it, so I'd have to have the trunk holes covered for where the what do you call it? Holes were for the center spoiler. That's the only thing, which is why I want to go with the Performance Pack 1 spoiler, just because it already has that covering in the middle for where it's gonna sit. So let's go ahead and get started now. I already started taking out the whole trunk piece right here. I got a little bit ahead of myself. Basically, all it really is, this piece sits on here just like that. There's a little tab at the bottom here. It actually sits like this. There's a little tab right at the bottom here. And that little tab you have to pull down on, and then it'll release this whole clip from here. Then there's gonna be two rubber pieces right in here. Untwist those. Those can pop off. And then the whole carpeting area is basically all just held in by these little push clips tabs right here. They basically just pop in just like so, and then you pull them out. Easy enough, right? So we got the carpeted right there, and then we got that right there. Now, what we're going to be doing is we remove this piece right here, set that down, and remove this one right here, set this one down. You can see that there is a screw in there. That one, we got one right here, one right there, and then one more right there. Now these are all the screws that's holding in the spoiler. After that, we do have a heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun or a torch or something, it is gonna be a little bit harder. It is still possible, just a little bit harder. We're going to be using that to heat up the spoiler just to release some of the adhesive, just to get it off. So let's go ahead and just get started with it. All right, so we just went ahead and we removed all four of our bolts. So we got that bolt right there, those two up there that are gone now, and then this one right here that was also removed. I don't know if you can see that there. But we have the bolts sitting down right there. Now this part is probably gonna be the hardest part of the install, just because we have to heat up our old spoiler. Now if you have tape, painter's tape or something, I recommend putting it a line going across right here, just to protect it from scratching or anything like that. Other than that, it should be pretty simple. Once we heat it up, it'll loosen the adhesive and then it should be popping right off. So let's do that. All right, now that we have this whole side taped up here, all that we have to do is get some kind of pry tool like this one that we're gonna be using here. And basically, all we're gonna do is take our tape and tape off the end of it. Just to keep it from scratching the car in case it slips or something. Just like so. Now we have our pry tool taped up. And this is going to be used to cut and pry up the spoiler right here once we get it all done. So let's go ahead and get our heat gun and start heating it up. I just got this off Amazon. I think it was like $15 or $20. I'll put the link into the description. It has really good reviews, so we're gonna try it out. So the spoiler actually feels pretty flimsy already. So I'm going to go ahead and try. I can actually this whole side was pretty easy. Now we're gonna get to the middle and then this side. So, just like that, it's starting to come off now. All right, let's continue on now. So all this side's up. We're gonna get this side just to make it easier to pull it up from the middle now. Both sides are done. Now we just need the middle heated up. Ta-da! Spoiler's off. I like to remove all of our tape. So for this part, all the excess 3M, if you can get it heated up, all you have to do really is just roll it. So let me show you. So once the 3M heats up, it becomes very, very sticky. And with that, should is the key word. Should make it easier to roll up just like this. If not, we got another trick. Next that we're going to be using is, what I'm doing right now, I'm taking off the big pieces of 3M because all the little stuff is the ones that I'm mainly concerned about. That's going to be the hard part to take off. Alright, so what we're going to be using here is Goo Gone. And basically, it is an adhesive remover. So, easy enough, we just spray it on all the areas that have glue on it. And it says to leave it for a couple minutes. Yeah, it just says a few minutes for it to go. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now it's sprayed on. I'm going to clean up the rest of the trunk while we let it sit. This is why I love having a ceramic coated car. Makes cleaning it so much easier. Alright, so it's been sitting now for a couple of minutes. So what we should only have to do is basically just take a rag, I'm using microfiber, and start wiping it off. And as we wipe it, it should start peeling it up. It's peeling off the top layer, which is good. So since it's layered, we're gonna have to spray more on there just to get it off. So let me go ahead and finish doing this up. We have our old spoiler taken off and cleaned up. So we got all of our goo off from it. Now we have our new spoiler. We already have it taped up, as you can see. And basically all we're going to do, we're just gonna do a little test fit here just to make sure it aligns well. And it actually aligns perfectly, and it looks damn good if you ask me. Wow, I'm actually very impressed with the alignment on this. I mean, of course it is Ford and it is set up that way, but that makes our life a lot easier. So now all that we have to do here is just take off our 3M tape and then mount it. So let's go ahead and do that. All we have to do now is just put in the screws and then we're done. So I'm just gonna put in the screws and then show you the final result. All right, you guys, so this is our final result for what the car looks like. I actually like it a lot, not gonna lie. I think it cleans it up very nicely. Plus, once we get the wicker bill put on there, it's going to look really good. But anyways, we do still have to clean up our trunk, so I'll do that afterwards. But for now, that is going to be a wrap for today's video, you guys. Personally, I think the spoiler looks great. I think once the wicker wheel gets added on, it's going to give it a nice, like, aggressive look to it, especially once it's going to be on track and everything like that. So, we'll see. Might end up changing it on later on. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave it in the comment box down below or shoot me a message on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram also in the description. Other than that, guys, I'll include the link to the heat gun that I bought on Amazon. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.